Guys, I'm right back on. What happened? I have no idea. Okay? Because I have another device here. It seems my internet is strong. But I don't know. My Wi-Fi is strong. My signal, I think. But I went off. Okay? So you're getting your notifications to come back on. Ooh. I hate to touch anything because I'm liable to disconnect myself forever. Okay, so let me just give you a few moments here. Give me your thumbs up if you can hear me and see me again, okay? Okay, Andrea's saying welcome back. Kevin, oh, I get so frustrated when technical difficulties happen. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and they got technical difficulties during the show. Oh. And they have a producer. You know who the producer is here? Me. And that's trouble. Okay, you're back. Okay, Diane Francis, okay. I was talking about, Tonya was asking about a supplement. Anyway, okay, you're coming back, so let me just wait a second. Look, guys, when people tell you this anti-aging, like you get a supplement, and if it's too good to be true, guys, often it's too good to be true. I'm an old faithful guy to not 100 things, to things that I know. Brahim's blaming me for breaking it. Thanks, Brahim. Sue says her kids told her, stop touching things. Quit touching the buttons. Yeah, I lost you, guys. I don't know what is happening. I think it's, was it a Facebook thing? I don't know. I'm back, okay? So you guys are back. Hopefully we didn't lose anybody, but here we go, okay? So again, let me give you something about supplements, okay? Because you ask me, and I get asked every week about this. Somebody is asking, because I might as well do it right now. John, have you heard of Uvora? I had to look it up. I'd never heard of it before, but it's a milk thistle. I know all about milk thistle. Do I like milk thistle? Yep, I like it. Okay? But understand something, John. Okay? Here's my overarching principle for this stuff. Any supplement. Let's talk about liver first. I want to do, somebody asked me yesterday, Doc, should I do a liver cleanse? I said, absolutely. What supplement should I take? Don't worry about a supplement. Lay off the sugar, lay off the carbs, and you're doing a detox of your liver. It'll empty it. You want to use milk thistle? I've got no problem with that. I really don't. But that will not help if you're eating junk, if you're eating sugar, if you're eating especially the one that's the worst on your liver, high fructose corn syrup. Okay? So that's my overarching principle. So when you're asking me about Uvora, let me do a liver cleanse. Well, if you're doing a liver cleanse without emptying your liver from fat, because milk thistle ain't going to get rid of your fat in your liver. Maybe a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Okay, it's just like this anti-aging supplement. Yeah. You want to try it? Try it. I got my go-tos, guys. Okay? There's certain things I like. And because I have clinical experience with them, I double down, triple down, quadruple down. And then I compare anything else to that. Okay? So, when you hear me, when I talk about probiotics, when I talk about omega-3, DHA especially, when I talk about vitamin D, like nothing beats that stuff. When I talk about pine bark, because I talk about it all the time, Navital, blood flow, I have never found anything better than that for, blood flow. What does that mean? Well, okay, it's something for blood pressure. Okay. Something for circulation. Okay. It crosses the blood-brain barrier. Okay. I know what it does. I had almost 40 years of experience with it. Did I love it? Yep. And I compared other stuff to it. So when you ask me, it's all right. I want you to ask. That's why we do Q&A. But just understand where I come from. You cannot out-supplement a bad diet. You cannot out-supplement a bad diet for your liver. Because your liver is the Costco parking lot. And if you eat the wrong food, insulin is going to store carbs as fat in your liver, and your triglycerides are going to go up, and your HDL is going to go down, your cholesterol. You don't want that. So that's why I love a liver cleanse, but I talk about a liver cleanse with food. You can do it with food. It's an important thing, okay? So you guys know this. I teach it all the time, okay? Thanks for the question. And that was, hold on, who was that? That was Tanya. Tanya, how are you? Thank you for asking that question. Good question. Cecile, I'm not quite sure what she's saying here. What about supplements? They feel like plastic. Well, they're veggie caps. We don't use anything but veggie caps. The supplement is not made out of, the covering is not made out of plastic. You're not swallowing plastic. You're swallowing a veggie cap, Cecile. Okay? They're the best, okay, as far as putting your supplements in. That's why we do it. Thanks for the question, though, Cecile, because they're hard. You don't want them to be soft because the powder will come out. Bianca's got a rare nerve pain, and doesn't matter what she does. Is it going down, Bianca, both legs or one? That part you didn't tell me. I think it's important that you tell me that. Slicing my calf, going to my feet. Feels like slicing her calf. Terrible pain. Well, it could be a couple of things, okay, Bianca, and just understand, I'm just going to give you some background of what I saw in my office when you had that, like a terrible pain, don't go away. Is it neuropathy? Okay? Is it neuropathy? Are you getting signs of diabetes even though you might not be a diabetic? Because sometimes neuropathy gets there before. I seen this a lot with people, terrible pain in their feet, lower legs, and they had no idea, but, until I came into the office and I did an insulin resistance test, and I said, you're on the Titanic on the way to diabetes. So cut out your carbs and see if that's a neuropathy. A pre-diabetic neuropathy might be, maybe, and you had an MRI and you'd been through everything and they can't find it, but it still could be your spine. I've seen that. L5, S1, L4, L5, like that area there. It may be, okay, and in my office, I would have examined this to see if it's possible that it is coming from your glutes, like a gluteal tendinopathy, and you can give you severe pain in your legs. I don't know. I'm only giving you some guesses. I don't know what to tell you what to do. Like, maybe combine, you want to try it. I love Navitol as an anti-inflammatory because of blood flow. Here we go again. And that, if it's a neuropathy, that'll help. What are your B12 levels? Because that's important in neuropathy. B12 is a nerve vitamin. Okay. Bianca, give me more information. I might be able to give you a little bit better of an answer. But anyways, I feel sorry for you. How should a hand metal polisher supplement to get rid of heavy metals? Wearing gloves and this and that, okay. Well, Patricia, look, again, I bring you back to the liver because I don't care what kind of detox you do. I used to test for heavy metals, by the way, okay? I did a urine test. And you can do a hair analysis from a reputable company to see if you got heavy metals. But at the end of the day, like to get rid of heavy metals, couple of things. You better fix the liver and keep it empty. 1. 2, one of the ways of getting rid of heavy metals, because remember, heavy metals are carried by yeast or a fungus inside, and they bring it into your tissue. They're a carrier. Get rid of yeast. How do you get rid of yeast? Probiotics, and don't feed them. They love sugar. So that's what I would tell you, Patricia. Okay? Somebody asked a question the other day about chlorella. Okay? Yeah, it's all right. Like it can help with heavy metals. I like probiotics better. Especially broad spectrum with the L-reuteri and L-rhamnosus. Okay? That was Patricia. And she's asking the second question. Her family member drinks coffee and has to pee 15 minutes later. So what? Go pee. I know what you're trying to say. Okay? And you're not trying to say it, Patricia, but maybe people around you. Coffee's a diuretic. It ain't no good for you. I heard that 1,000,000 times. It ain't true. It's not a diuretic. You don't lose your minerals or whatever. Drink coffee. I mean, did you see the new study on coffee? I'll bring it to you next week probably. On coffee and Alzheimer's. Better than a pill for Alzheimer's. Coffee. I told you. I brag about it. Because I was on the coffee wagon 50 years ago. And I never got off of it. I told people when they said it was acidic, I said, you don't even know what you're talking about. Do you know how good that bean is for you? Well, you got to go pee. Well, go pee. Since when does peeing kill you? But it's not a diuretic. That's been proven, guys. It's not leaching out your minerals like they said it was. Yeah, they said that 50 years ago, guys. I pushed back. It's the real vitamin C because it's more powerful than vitamin C. Okay? Somebody's asking me about vitamin C. Why don't we go to that? I love it. Joanne's asking, Dr. Martin, what do you think of IV vitamin C in general? I like it. If you could get IV coffee right into your veins, I'd tell you to do it. That's how good it is. No, let's talk about giving IV vitamin C. I like it. There's some good research on IV vitamin C and cancer. Shrinking tumors, okay? I've seen some good research on it. Is it everything? Nope. But it's It's good. I used to give them. We used to give IV, vitamin C, in my clinic days. Okay? I like it. I like the IVs much more than vitamin C when you just take it as a supplement. Okay, I'm not against it. I actually put some vitamin C, ascorbic acid, the acerola cherry, into with pine bark, because it's with pine bark, they work synergistically together. Okay, I found that out 40 years ago, and so I don't dismiss vitamin C, guys. Okay, ascorbic acid. I'm just telling you, unless you get it IV, the superior form is when you drink it coffee. Not the same vitamin C, but it's better than vitamin C. Okay? I mean it. People think I'm joking. Let me go. This is another question. Hold on. Okay, because somebody asked another question. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, yeah. This is BL. I had a question posed to me from a new member of the group. Okay. Well, BL, she asked, what do you say about the vitamins and minerals we're not getting when we do the reset? Well, I answer that question let me show you, Sun, Steak, and Steel. I answer the question. I actually answer it in the book, The Metabolic Reset. But I redid the Metabolic Reset in Sun, Steak, and Steel, the 30-day program. You're not missing any vitamins and minerals. Well, Dr. Martin, steak got calcium. Steak has vitamin C in it. But just in case, I want you to drink coffee. Not for the ascorbic acid, but for all the other benefits. When you do the reset, here's what you're supposed to drink: water and coffee. Okay? What vitamins are you missing? The B vitamins? Nope. Vitamin C? No, there's vitamin C in steak. Okay? Now, you'll get more vitamin C if you have some fruit. But you get enough because it's so bioavailable. And that's why, for example, okay, that, the Inuit or the Eskimos, they didn't have any fruit around, but they were never lacking in vitamin C. They never got scurvy because there was enough vitamin C in the meat they were eating and the fat and the blubber. True story. They weren't missing anything. So, when they talk about, you're going to miss out. No. If you want to take some electrolytes, I'm all for it. Okay? You want to take your supplements? Take your supplements when you're doing the reset. But the fallacy is, I'm missing so much. Like, what am I going to do? Because those are the vegans and the vegetarians of the world that will tell you that. Well, you got to have the plant kingdom, man. Well, I'm not against the plant kingdom at all. But for 30 days, I want you to lay off of it because I want your insulin to be fixed. I want insulin resistance to be fixed. I don't want you taking any oxalates. Okay? And there's a reason for my madness, guys. Okay? All right, let me see. I think we got enough to do some Mondays. Okay. Well, why don't we stop there since I got cut off? And we'll continue with Q&A on Monday. Okay? Now, advertisement. Have you got the book, Rebuild Your Temple? Okay. The reviews are incredible. The sales are incredible. Thank you for that. Have you got your book in Canada? Because you can't get it in the States anymore right now, Sun, Steak, and Steel. But you can get it in Canada. Okay? Makes a great gift, guys. It really does. Okay. Just pumping it up. Okay. We love you. We'll talk to you soon.